I'm Bobby. It's Saturday. Welcome to 90 Seconds of MLB Daily Fantasy for June 20th. First up, our recommended pitcher, Robby Ray, two first names, of the Arizona Diamondbacks. Ray is facing off against the San Diego Padres. His salary is a low tier $6,800 on FanDuel today. On the season, he has a 1.09 ERA and is averaging 11.4 FanDuel fantasy points per game in 4 starts. At home, a big goose egg for his ERA and averaging 9 FanDuel fantasy points per game in his 1 home start so far. Over the last 2 weeks, San Diego as a team is hitting .221, 4th worst in the league over that time, and averaging 10.2 strikeouts per game. That's most in the league over that time. Ray's actually been a revelation so far for the Padres, a team desperately in need of help at starting pitcher. He's yet to give up more than 2 runs in any outing so far this year, and he even took a no-hitter into the 6th inning against the Angels en route to a 7-inning shutout in his last start. He has a lineup that's averaged the 6th most runs at home, backing him up. All told, he's a cheap option going up against a team that's struggling at the plate. Next up is our recommended hitter, outfielder Mark Canha of the Oakland A's. Canha is facing off against the LA Angels and pitcher Jared Weaver. His salary is a mid-tier $2,900 on FanDuel today. Over the last 2 weeks, he's batting .323 and averaging 3.6 FanDuel fantasy points per game. Weaver on the season has a 4.65 ERA, but that jumps up to 5.57 on the road with 11 home runs given up away from his home park. Canha has averaged the most FanDuel fantasy points per game among sub-3K salary players today. He's got some pop in his bat, 8 home runs in 51 games played, and is facing off against Weaver, who's given up the most home runs on the road out of all starting pitchers in Major League Baseball. Overall, he's a hot hitter available at a decent price against a shaky pitcher. Take a look at Canha in outfield today for your lineup on FanDuel or DraftKings. And finally, our wild pitch, where we recommend you steer clear of the entire Seattle Mariners team going up against the Houston Astros and pitcher Dallas Keuchel. The run total line for this game opened at a low 6.5. Seattle over the last 2 weeks has a .213 team batting average and is averaging 2.7 runs per game. Keuchel on the road this year has a .256 ERA and 6 road starts. If for some reason you're contemplating taking a Mariner or 2 in your lineup, don't. Seattle as a team has been terrible with the bats this season, particularly at home. And Keuchel's been dominant so far, and he's only marginally less dominant on the road. Only 3 Mariners hitters, Logan Morrison, Kyle Seager, and Austin Jackson, have averaged more than 2 FanDuel fantasy points per game in the last 2 weeks, and just 2 are hitting better than .260, Morrison and Smith. As a team, they've averaged the 2nd fewest combined total FanDuel points and individual average FanDuel points over the last 2 weeks. If you know what's good for you, which we believe you do, you'll keep Mariners out of your lineup today. If you like this video, be sure to try out our 7-day free trial of Optimus Pro. This trial gives you full access to our site, which includes Optimus X, our lineup builder tool, which allows you to build any lineup any way you like to your exact specifications. This also includes optimized lineups for every contest time and type on FanDuel and DraftKings, along with risk, floor, ceiling, and value projections for every player, every day. Find more information at swishanalytics.com.